Let's say I have a very big presentation coming up, or let's say it's an important test that I have to take, or I have a financial obligation that I need to meet immediately, or somebody that I care for has not come home and I'm just simply unable to reach them. I will worry. Such occasional worry is to be expected, and it is that such anxiousness is simply a part of our day-to-day life. Anxiety itself is associated with worrying all the time. For a person with an anxiety disorder, the symptoms don't go away, and they possibly just get worse over time. For a person with an anxiety disorder, they're dwelling on the matter and they're worrying all the time. It could be triggered off by, let us say, simply general worrying, or it could be a phobia, it could be a traumatic experience, so post-trauma. It could be any one of these reasons that could cause them to have what we call panic attacks or anxiety attacks. And some of the symptoms for that are breathlessness, feeling choked, sweating, feeling of an impending doom, feeling that somebody is out there to get at you, restlessness, irritability, lack of sleep. Some or all of these symptoms could mean that you're probably having an anxiety attack. Having an anxiety disorder and not dealing with it could impact the quality of life. For example, a person with stranger anxiety could set themselves away from dealing with anything that is social, could cut themselves off from everything and anything in the outside world, and live like in a cocoon, isolated from everything. That kind of quality of life is something that most of us would not want to have. So what are the ways that are there in front of us for us to deal with an anxiety disorder? Number one, accept it, that you have a disorder. It is impacting your quality of life, and it needs to be dealt with. That's the first step. Second step, try to identify your trigger points. Try to look at the situations. It could be a simple word, it could be a person, it could be something about the person, it could be a traumatic experience, it could be anything that could be actually a trigger. Try and identify those triggers. Number three, understand that anxiety itself is an emotion, and what is happening is your brain has associated these triggers with danger, and it is simply reacting to protect you. Number four, seek medical help. A doctor can definitely prescribe medication and give you advice to help you to deal with these situations, to reduce the number of attacks. Number five, talk to a therapist. Behavioral therapist, psychotherapist can help you identify these triggers, can help work with you to reprogram your brain so that the association of these triggers to danger to you kind of is reduced. So in time, these triggers will cease to give that same reaction as they are doing today. Number six, meditation and mindfulness. The practice of meditation and mindfulness can definitely help calm you, but apart from that, you can continuously use that time to reinforce and reprogram your brain to tell it that those trigger points do not mean danger to you. So these are the different ways we have in front of us for us to address anxiety disorder. Keep remembering that it is an emotion. Your brain is simply reacting in the way it knows to protect you. And if you feel you have an anxiety disorder, please reach out for help. And we are here because you matter. So take the first step towards a happier you and use the United We Care app and seek help.